superintendent release principal changes for the upcoming school year. Although there has been an outcry from my community because of some of these changes, I'm willing to stand behind the superintendent in this case, as I have observed conscientious decision-making based on research, justice, and good judgment on his part. So based on that criteria alone, I'm here tonight to implore Superintendent Vitti, when making the next wave of changes, to reinstate George Maxey as a principal in this district. I'm asking for a thorough investigation from the superintendent's office into the incident back in 2011 that led to the removal of Principal Maxey. I feel George Maxey was not given due process, and there was a rush to judgment and punitive actions taken unfairly against him and the students of this district. Also, our state law encourages school districts to not report some incidents as deemed by school personnel to law enforcement when it does not pose a threat to school safety. Therefore, I want to speak also to the board tonight, because this incident, in my opinion, showcases the need for the board to take responsibility for this district. The Code of Student Conduct, which was used as a basis to force Principal Maxey's resignation, states the board is responsible for conveying to the community and parents that the actions taken by the local schools will be supported for the good of the school system and the community as a whole. That did not happen in this case. And as a matter of fact, the board allowed then Superintendent Pratt Daniels to break state law, allowing a press conference to terminate Maxey publicly instead of his required 10 days to dispute the allegations or for any real investigation to be conducted. For that reason, I implore this board to ensure you go to bat for your subordinates when they are following the law and rules and regulations you set forth. I have conducted my own mini investigation into this case, and I am submitting it tonight for your review and consideration. I hope after reading this, you will overturn the previous administration's decision and reinstate George Maxey as a principal in this district. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Next is Donna Presley, followed by Eunice Barnum. Donna Presley. Okay. Next is Miss Eunice Barnum, followed by Yvonne Ferguson. Good evening, Ms. Barnum.
Good evening to each of you. Let me just start out by saying I concur with Ms. Gaines. I too feel that Mr. Maxey needs to be returned to his job. He demonstrated that he cared about children. That's what I wish a whole lot of you would do. Demonstrate that our children are your number one stakeholder. They are the reason you receive dividends. I also want to say, my mind is everywhere, but let me go here. I need to make certain that you, professional folk, degree Tony, I got it going on. You're broken. Because your failure rate with your superior selves supersedes your success rate. That's never good. Tell who you are. When you fail more than you succeed, you have a problem. Now, with that being said, I want to encourage parents to take their rightful place at the head of the class. Get in line, stand your ground, and fight for your children. When the educators cannot educate, we have a problem. And time again, I heard all the accolades, all everybody, but all your whatever, your good this and that, but you're violating your own mission statement.
Amen.
You're violating your own code of ethics.
Preach.
I didn't write it. I just read it.
Come on.
And I ask you all do the same.
Amen.
Are you all ever compelled to take classes on the laws that governs you and your duties? I'm just asking. Because when I read the laws, when I look over what's supposed to govern you, you're failing miserably. And your failure, it ends up causing our children to fail.
Come on.
I, as a parent, I, as a grandparent, I, as a tax, I'm tired. Failure is free. I don't need to pay trillions and trillions of dollars to the federal government, state, nor local employees for failure. Please, Barack Obama, understand me. Failure is free.
Come on.
The children can stay home with their parents and fail for free. And then we don't need all of you.
Come on.
And
Preach.
if you can't get it right, you've had years and years and years of failure.
Come on.
And years you've said to us as parents, we're going to get it right the next time. We're working on it. We try hard. We this, we that. I say don't try. Let's succeed.
Thank you, Ms. Barnum. Up next is Yvonne Ferguson, followed by John Heyman.
Good evening, Honorable Chairman Lee, Honorable School Board members, and Superintendent Beatty. I am Yvonne Ferguson DeMadia, Principal at Mayport Elementary School, and I'm here this evening to speak to the value of high-quality voluntary pre-K programs in our public schools. Over 3 years ago, Mayport Elementary was actually privileged to open up an exceptional pre-K class. And that exceptional pre-K class